Alrighty, so I'm Markee Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life.
Squizz Caffeinator. I'm not giving you my real name. Sorry.
Oh yeah, okay. No, that's all. That's all good. That's
Yep.
all good. So
People could find it easily though.
from Zkill.
Yeah.
So if you didn't see the previous interview, you can go back and look for that. But we have a ton of questions, and you can feel free to put questions in chat. We will get to as many of them as we can. And so my first question is, what is the system that has the most kills?
I would have to look that up.
Oh, I would have thought you'd know it.
No, actually, it's probably Cheetah. Let's take a look.
It's probably likely that it's Cheetah.
It is Cheetah.
It is Cheetah?
It's ranked #1 right there.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess that makes sense. And that's probably
Tama is second.
Really?
Yes, I have the tab. If you go to Cheetah's page on Zkill board, there's a tab called Ranks, and you can click that. For some reason, the 7-day, 90-day is not working, but the all-time is working. See, you're giving me work here.
Yeah.
So, thanks, Markee.
Fix that shit.
Yes, but you can see the all-time top here, and Tama's second, Markee is third, and Amar fourth.
Interesting.
And then this one I was looking for, Uedama. How do you say Uedama?
Udama.
Udama is #10.
But that's just how I say it. I don't actually know if that's right.
I don't know if, yeah.
And then when you're at FanFest and you hear one of the devs say the name and you're going, what the hell is he talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's happened to me a few times. And then I decided eventually that I didn't care. because people would correct me all the time on my saying how I said things. And then it's like, I guess it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. You know, whether you spell color with a U or not, you know what it means.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And just think of it that way. Where it doesn't matter how somebody says it. Is if you can understand what they're conveying, then who cares?
Have we started day drinking yet? Well, I haven't asked the wife if she's willing to drive us to dinner. Yeah.
I can't let my car do it. I drive a Tesla, but I am subscribed to the FSD, and it's still illegal to drink and drive that way.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was thinking about that. Did you see? I mean, this is a side thing.
Okay.
Did you see the robo-taxi map?
Yes. That had to have been on purpose.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, you can Google robo-taxi map.
Yep.
Austin.
Yep.
And I was going to use some other words, but that might lead you to unsavory sites. Yeah, it's a cock and balls. And So, yeah, it's kind of funny. That's Elon Musk humor for you. So, speaking of like Elon Musk, so you're a programmer,
mm-hmm.
and you know you have to be to have developed something like Zkill,
Mm-hmm.
and what are who are your inspirations on like the programming side of things?
You know, a lot of people would answer with really famous people, but I go with Dr. Vatan.
Who's he?
He was an instructor in a 400 level course back in university for me. And he is tough, but he was also fair.
Mm-hmm.
He started the class, first day of class, half of you will fail.
Oh.
And he wasn't wrong. Half the class failed.
Wow.
I squeaked by with a B-. That was probably one of the toughest courses I ever took. But he wasn't a guy that just lectured and then let you be. If you had questions for him, he would do his best to answer it for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of respect for him, and he was my role model.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That was an unexpected answer. Yeah. All right. So, what challenges have you run into with Zkill that you've had to figure out how to overcome?
Most of them, well, let's break it down into two categories. One, let's say programmatic,
Okay.
and then the second, social.
Right, because there is a social component to killing each other.
Mm-hmm. And for some reason, people have they're very opinionated on how some of these kills should be represented.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Well, this week I kind of made a mistake. In the beginning of the week, I disqualified Hard Knocks from statistics on Zkill.
Wait. That's an alliance, or
Yep. They're bigger. I think they're a wormholer alliance, although I rarely see them in wormholes. So I think they're all talk. Not trying to knock on Hard Knocks.
No pun intended.
Right, I realized that just as I said it. But I put the alliance on the disqualification list for Zkill word statistics, which basically means they don't get ranked.
Why?
And because there was a person within that alliance who delivered a praxis to someone in wormhole space, and when that structure that praxis was delivered to was destroyed, it spit out the praxis, which is now owned by the person they delivered it to, who did not accept it, who had no choice whether or not to accept it.
Oh, so
there's a game mechanic.
Oh, wow.
Yep, where you can give something to other people and you can't say no.
And so is this being repeated over and over and over again?
Yes. This is called killboard padding.
Oh my God.
And
so they can knock people down. So, yes. Okay, so you have this list of top characters on the homepage. And maybe I don't want to give away shit by just asking questions.
No, it's fine. The people who know about it know about it.
So
if that makes sense to y'all.
Okay, so can CCP fix this?
They could fix it. All they have to do is add a flag, whether that ship was piloted or not.
Right.
That's it. And to add that flag to the API.
Well, now wait a second. So if I get my station killed, and I think if it doesn't have a core, doesn't it spit everything out? It doesn't. Okay, so if I have,
or it might anyway.
If it spits out all of my stuff, and then they kill it, I get a kill mail?
Yep.
As if I've been in battle with them?
Yep. For every single ship. Let me show you something.
Oh my God. So I should quit, quit having my Corvettes, those 1,000 Corvettes that I got sitting in some station somewhere?
Or shadows. You don't have to worry about stations, only structures.
Wait, okay, so you mean NPC stations as opposed to player structures?
Right, NPC stations aren't going to explode.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this is just today's padding. Look at all that. Yep. Sorry you're not seeing what I'm looking at, but if you go to advanced search on Zkill and click the padding button, you'll see what I see.
And says, I got 65 kills when we popped the station in 1 DQ. Yeah.
And none of the ships are piloted, right? Yeah. And I can detect that for repeated ships.
Well, can you just not... Oh, so I was going to say you could disqualify ships with no fit, but then they just start fitting them when they hand them to them.
Yeah. Yeah, anything you could come up with to try to work around it, someone else can come up with a workaround for that workaround.
Apparently, I need to ask you how he can't spell your name right, but he's asking you. Okay,
Ook.
Says ook,
like a monkey.
I was thinking like an orc, but okay. Ook. So maybe CCP should put that on the list.
They should put it on the list, or they should allow you to reject deliveries by default.
But yeah, because it's just an automatic thing. I can deliver to anybody.
Mm-hmm. Now,
which is a beautiful thing.
This feature was added so that people could make deliveries to structures that they cannot dock at.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it has been abused because
Right.
of this new thing.
And so, but if the structure is killed, and then somebody goes and picks up the ships instead of blowing them up, that
Then
doesn't count.
That doesn't count because someone picked it up. and it
So
flew off.
people are doing wanton destruction of perfectly good ships.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
The Eve marketer in me, the Eve money man, says, "What the hell?"
And Vinny says, he thought we were promised to get ESI level indicator. Soon. CCP soon.
So, I mean, there is the thing of trying to jump out of your ship right before it blows up, hoping not to get the kill mail.
And
I jump out if I know I'm going down, so I can warp away before they notice.
the kill mail will still generate.
Correct.
Now, my opinion is that the kill mail should work kind of like who shot the ship in the last 15 minutes will get recorded on the kill mail. If you are in the ship within the last 15 minutes, then you should have that.
I think so. Just something like that.
But if it's been sitting in a station for months, it should count against you.
Right. And actually, it doesn't. It's like it could just be if it's sitting in a station when the station is killed, that it's just disqualified. Because how often do you run across a ship that is not a shuttle or not a newbie ship, a Corvette that is not piloted?
I actually came across one this week or last week. It was a prospect sitting at the sun. It was in a wormhole, and I logged in one of my alts, went and grabbed it. It's mine now. I could have blown it up and made that kill mail, but I'm figuring, prospect. Maybe it's got faction gas harvesters on it.
I did watch a guy one time eject from a Gila near me.
Gila?
Gila. I happen to know this one because Attenborough pronounces it Gila.
Yeah. I know it's Gila. But
I know
I've said it as Gila since I started playing until I was corrected a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and you don't want to change.
It's hard to change.
So, this guy, he ejected out of his Gila, and I saw this, and I think he was just showing off or something, but I decided to bump his pod. And so I was in a little ship, and I bumped his pod, and then I hopped out of my ship and hopped into his. And it turned out it was like a level 5 abyssal fit.
Oh, beautiful.
It was worth a couple billion. And that was pretty funny.
That's beautiful.
And so I took it.
I want to address what Admiral Mason is saying here.
What is he saying?
Someone uploaded kill mails that he lost to Concord. So he lost to NPCs.
Okay.
Mason, I'm going to guess here that you just ganked somebody, right? So there's a record of that gank kill mail, which you probably posted to Zkill. And I know that there are people out there, because I've spoken with them, who want to post those losses that the gankers are not posting. So say 30 catalysts, they come and blow somebody up. They don't want to post their catalysts. Well, because of the way the hash works on a kill mail, you can calculate, okay, Admiral Mason was, it was that character, he was in a catalyst, and he died at this time. You can figure out what that hash is from that information, and then poke different kill mail IDs until you get a success rate. And then they could post that to Zkill board.
Oh.
So while you're not posting them, people can make very good guesses at that kill mail and then get it and find it and then post it.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. So talking about ganking and stuff and your top lists, do you have any top ganker lists?
I don't directly, but this is one of the reasons why I made the advanced search years ago. Because I have people coming up to me, in Discord or wherever, saying, "Can you give me X?
Mm-hmm.
I want to report for Y." So I made this advanced search, which you can get to by clicking the magnifying glass in the nav bar on any Zkill page, and you can create your own query here. And so if you go here, you can look at ganked by clicking ganked for the last week. And let's say we look at attackers only in the right. So Princess Psycho, she's the #1 ganker,
Okay.
which is not surprising.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can see the list. You can see the ships that were destroyed by ganking. We could look at victims only, and there's a few people who each lost 2 ships to ganks in the last week.
Right.
Yep.
Third one, they don't get to that because they quit playing.
Maybe. Well, let's look at it for the last 90 days.
I have been ganked more than once.
Someone lost 10 ships to ganks in the last 90 days.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's look at that.
I almost feel bad for them.
Yeah, there's that, but then you have to wonder, why are they not learning? And in this case, they're in the same system.
Is it because they're a bot?
I don't know. I don't know, but they keep losing
the same ship over and over and over again.
Yep, in the same system. Looks like there's one exception. So they're not learning. They could be a bot.
Yeah.
Yep. Or they could just not care. But they're losing. Wow. They're losing ships just about every time they log in from the looks of it.
Yeah, but the first 3 are like 300 million each, and then they're all 90 million each. Well, maybe, or not all of them. I was going to say, maybe is that 300 million worth of ore? They're not even a complete fit. I wish we could show this on the show.
Yeah.
They got a shit fit.
Yep. Tell them about your gank. Sometimes you do
ganked episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wreck my voice. I usually do them at the end of the shows because all that yelling by the end of the show is like...
They're very entertaining.
Yeah. I haven't done a ganked episode in a while. And
yeah, high sec matter.
I should do more. Absolutely. So, yeah. All right.
Hold on, Mason. If you have a kill mail that should be a gank and it isn't, tell me about it. I will look at it. Maybe I can find out why. A gank needs a Concord loss after it. So let's say you shot a ship, you blew it up, and you were the only one. If you don't post your loss, then I don't know it's a gank. I identify ganks by people who lost their ship to Concord immediately.
Right, a gank can't happen in anything but high sec.
Right. There's the problem with people calling anytime, they killed someone or got killed. I got ganked. It's not.
Well, yeah, they did, but it's not in the terminology of...
Zkill.
Yeah.
That's my Zkill terminology.
Yeah. So...
learning is bad, says Bernard.
Well, that's how we make profit.
Yeah.
From their school of hard knocks.
Yeah. In my loot hanger, I have 2.5 bill in modules from ships I've looted. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, by the way, hi, Laura. How you doing?
Oh, hey, Laura. Yeah.
I keep saying his name is Laura Meth, and I've got to get that hard.
It's not meth.
No, not meth. I don't know why. Maybe there's something about me that wants him to be
a meth head.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Laura the meth head.
Yeah, it's not really his style.
Tell us, okay, so Dr. Namek has an interesting question. He says, what about sponsored kills? What are sponsored kills? I've seen that on the site.
Okay. You can go ad-free on Zkill board by sending ISK to Zkill. character in game, and you can get all the instructions for that by clicking.
No wonder you're Fridge.
Yeah. You can get the instructions for that by clicking the golden rec icon in the nav bar. But the money you send in can also be used to sponsor kill mails.
Okay.
You can, by sponsoring a kill mail, you can have it display for a week on, the Alliance page, the corporation page, and the characters page. It doesn't matter how old the kill mail is.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a lot of money that goes into sponsoring the El Minor kill mail. And that's always showing up. And it will, if it's in the top 5 or 6, it'll show on the front page too.
So, how many people sponsor their own death?
I don't have that stat. Yep, I could look it up.
It's interesting because that's the first question that comes to mind. It's obviously, you're upset at somebody and you killed them and you want to brag about it.
Right.
But then there's the opposite people, like something like Crash Naps would do. He'd be like, I want to own the sponsored kills, and so sponsor all my kills, and there they all are. So I could see him doing that too.
And you're right about me being Fritz. So I have 132 bill in Zkill board's wallet right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, and that's on the stats that the public can see.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Z-Top.
Z-Top.
Zkill /ZTOP.
Yep.
Is MarkeeDragon or Squizz richer in game?
Markee makes an effort. I don't.
Yeah. I finally hit that Trillionaire club with a single character.
I might be a Trillionaire from some of the AT ships I own.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And all the cloaky frigates that are AT ships, I have purchased.
Oh. Do you fly them?
Not yet.
You haven't figured out.
They're in a hangar.
Haven't gotten the balls yet to undock them.
I have not.
I could see that. I mean, I'm not sure I would want to undock them.
I've fit them, like my Cremolus is fit, but I have not undocked it.
Yeah. All right. So, does the ship value count in the 1 trillion club? Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. When you look at your character,
not in game.
In screen.
The game does not price Alliance tournament ships properly.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so in order for in-game to value ships properly, they have to have sales history. And when they're so rare as AT ships, then it just doesn't show. So,
and another thing, I don't just sit and collect this ISK. Whenever there's a Plex for Good drive, I'll take the ISK and buy Plex and donate that.
That's cool.
Yep. So I probably could have been a Trillionaire a couple times over.
Yeah.
But I do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, that's good. Do you ever announce that on the site? Like,
No.
100 billion given?
No, not really. I might put it in partner Discord, here's 25,000 Plex or whatever. But I don't. And I feel like people who do charity and then make a big deal out of it are just trying to seek
a little bit
attention.
ingenuine. Well,
yeah.
But what about pre? Like, say, okay, so we got this, Plex for Good. It's going for the next 10 days. In 7 days, I'm going to donate everything that was paid to Zkill for all of the kill sponsorship and everything, and so get double benefit. You're getting the Plex for Good, plus you're getting the value out of Zkill for the money.
I see where you're going with it, but I would have done that one way or another.
Oh, I know, but I'm just thinking that you could make it 3 to 5 times larger.
I see what you're saying.
Maybe and then you can feel 3 to 5 times better for donating.
Yeah. But I've never really announced it just because I'm not trying to seek that attention.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I want to do good, and then just for the sake of it.
Most of the volunteer work I do in real life, I don't post it on Facebook.
Right.
Say, hey, everybody, look at me.
Yeah.
If we accomplish something really big that's really special, then yeah, maybe.
It's like bragging that you did 80 hours of community service. Well, wait a second.
Wait, were you forced to
Right,
do the community
exactly.
service?
Yep.
Did you know that it? Oh God, do I even want to say this?
Uh-oh.
Okay, let's dive into real life.
Oh, boy.
So, did you know that when I was a kid, I held the record in my county for the most community service hours ever given?
Yeah, and then you have to wonder why.
Oh, I was bad. I was bad.
I wasn't a good kid either. I never got caught.
Yeah. Maybe somebody's broken that record by now. But yeah, I remember the judge. He was like, "Son, I have never given anyone close to this amount of community service hours." And but it turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Because the community service stuff that I did, they put me into a retail establishment for my volunteer hours, and I learned everything about retail and marketing and stuff,
And that's
which is how I'm here today
Yep.
doing this stuff. And I got my record expunged
there
because
you
I
go.
kept my nose clean after that.
There you go.
So, but yeah, isn't that weird how, stuff, where you're, okay, so let me segue this back into Zkill.
Okay.
What is one accident with Zkill that has turned into something fabulous?
That's a good question. I've made a lot of mistakes over the years. I've learned, and it's not really fabulous, but I've learned when to shut up.
Oh, I haven't learned that one.
Yes. There are times where I can be extremely opinionated,
Hmm.
and there are times when I make that known. But believe it or not, I do that a lot less nowadays.
Hmm.
And I don't know if it's fabulous, but it makes my life a lot easier.
And so that's the one thing that you've learned. That was a mistake that, I don't know.
Probably,
That's a wimpy answer.
yeah, probably my biggest mistake. If you were to ask me,
Okay, what's your biggest mistake on Zkill?
several years ago, and I got Reddit hung for this.
Blackout?
No, not Blackout.
Okay.
It's when I offered for kill mails to be delayed for ISK.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
No,
Okay.
but I can see what a horrible idea that is.
It was a horrible idea. I spent a Saturday implementing it. I posted it, and holy shit, Markee. The feedback.
You got murdered in real time.
Yes.
Yes, no, there was no delay on it.
And maybe 4 or 5 hours later, I completely undid all my code.
Yeah,
For that
yeah.
day. Yep.
Yeah.
And it took away that feature. But that was easily my biggest mistake.
God, I'm trying to think if I've ever done anything with our store or something where I instantly regretted it.
Yeah.
I think you win.
See, look at Mason. He would connect his API if they allowed delayed kill mails. Yeah, I'm not even going to do it for free, just because of the hatred I got from that Reddit post.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just that; it was any which way people can communicate with me. They were communicating. Yep.
So now let's switch over to like one of the most fantastic things that's happened on Zkill. Like what has surprised you that turned out extremely well that you didn't expect, or you're very proud of it, or
The site itself.
Well, that is an accomplishment. It is a big accomplishment.
Let's go back to the beginning of Zkill. We haven't really talked about that.
Okay.
All right. Some of you might remember evekill.net. I worked with Carbowiak, Beansman, and many others on that site. And I got myself involved because the site was topping 30 million kill mails. And EDK, which was the software for kill boards back then, could not handle it.
Right.
The MySQL databases, they were struggling. And so I basically implemented myself. I threw myself at them till they stopped saying no, to fix evekill.net until they could handle all of this.
Mm-hmm.
I modified the code, I modified the database, and now the site worked. But I didn't like EDK. It pissed me off. And one of the biggest drivers for me is pissing me off. That's what motivates me. I get mad about something.
Don't piss off Squizz.
Yep. I get mad about something, and then I will implement it in a way that is better than whatever made me mad. That's how eFood came.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Next time I want Squizz to do something, I'm going to piss him off.
Oh, man. No, don't do it like that either, because I will recognize that and ignore it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, then you'll work hard at ignoring me.
So that's how eFood came along. eFood.com is basically a site that lists who's in what corporation or alliance.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that in game. And I had no idea that I was going to do eFood till a guy came into our IRC chat channel, and he wanted to charge 50 million ISK a month for his version of eFood that he created.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, well, let me check it out before I pay for it. So he did the whole trial thing, and it sucked. It took 15 to 20 seconds to load a page, that sort of thing. That's not what pissed me off. The guy was just a complete 100% jerk, asshole, whatever.
Didn't you just say that you talk too much and get yourself in trouble?
Yep. And so that he pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him, give me three to 5 days. Put me under, and I did.
Oh,
I made eFood in just a few days, and collected a lot of information. I did not scrape. I was accused of scraping back then.
Mm-hmm.
I did not scrape, but I collected a lot of information, and eFood was born. And I kind of went off with that, going back to Zkill. EDK could not handle the load that was a central kill board. And so that's how CureHor came about, and then Zkill board.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tell me about Blackout.
Blackout was, all right, quick history lesson. CCP wanted to experiment with no local and nullsec.
I hated that.
And I wanted to support CCP on that. So for the weekend of Blackout, Zkill had nothing. There was a black page.
That was support? I thought that was in defiance.
No, that was in support.
I didn't get the message.
And in black text was Blackout. So unless you tried to highlight the page, you weren't going to see it.
Oh,
no, I
didn't see that. Oh.
Yeah, I was actually trying to support them. But, maybe it was a mistake. A lot of people thought I was in defiance of it.
I thought that's exactly what it was.
No, I wanted to support it because if you didn't know who was there in nullsec with you, you could easily go to Zkill and see what's happening in nullsec. And so I was supporting Blackout by not allowing people to do that.
Oh.
And I knew I was only going to do it for a few days. It was not going to be permanent.
Right. Yeah, how interesting.
You and many others thought I was trying to fight it, which I wasn't.
Interesting. Yeah, I totally thought that, he's not liking it.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. little late on that info.
Yeah, that was what, 2017?
I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while. And I did not, it's bad enough wormhole space doesn't show who's in there. And I get it because it ups the danger level.
Mm-hmm.
And it should be more dangerous. There's better resources and stuff in the wormholes.
That's my appeal too, is people don't know I'm there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dr. Namik wants to know if I will have an Eve Frontier category when the game drops.
Will you have Eve Frontier?
I want to support it. It will be on a different domain because it's a completely different game. It won't be on Zkill. It'll be called something else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But with the way the blockchain works, I may not even need to pull APIs.
You may just sniff the blockchain?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Because everything's according to the blockchain.
Government does it all the time, so you could too.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get myself a government job doing that.
Huh.
Probably not.
Then eliminated by Doge.
Yes. Yeah, my job came this close to being eliminated by
Yeah,
Doge this year.
I know people who got their jobs eliminated
Yep.
by Doge. Yeah. So,
Thankfully, that didn't happen.
yeah. Then we would have a sad Squizz.
Don't want a sad Squizz.
Yeah. So, all right. What do you think are your future plans for Zkill? Like, where is it in? Okay, so I'm going to assume that Eve is going to continue on because it's made over 20 years and it's still going great. They keep reinventing it and it keeps working.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have a lot of faith that even another 20 years from now, Eve will still be here.
And if Eve is still here, so will Zkill.
Okay, so tell me what Zkill looks like in 5 years.
In 5 years, well, the layout of the site is going to be the same.
And then we're going to link to it link to this part 5 years from now and see whether or not it's correct.
See how our predictions do. The layout of the general layout of the site will be the same.
Mm-hmm.
I have been working at modernizing the back end, and then I will be modernizing the front end. Believe it or not, this code that you see on zkillboard.com is anywhere between 15 and 8 years old. It's old. Before long, it could start driving on its own. And yeah.
It's got its permit right now.
Yep. And so there's a lot that I need to do with modernizing it. I want to get off of PHP and move to a more modern framework, which will probably be using Node, maybe Rust. I haven't decided yet. But there's a lot of problems, one of them being something we've discussed. Zkill absolutely refuses to keep you logged in for more than a week at a time.
Right. And I complain about it every time.
And it happens to me. And I complain about it. Why the hell doesn't the guy that runs this do something about it? You know?
Yeah, why the hell doesn't Squizz do something about it? Please explain.
And I have tried. There's something with PHP that refuses to maintain that session ID so you stay logged in.
Okay, so those of you who are programmers and understand what's going on, yes, leave a comment so that Squizz can fix his shit. I get logged out all the time. I don't make it a week. So, yeah, and it's frustrating, but, you know, that's what it is.
Yep. And I'm hoping that whatever framework I move to solves this problem. That's going to be the first thing I address, too, is the session persistence.
Right. Can I log in multiple characters to Zkill?
You can, but you can only interface with one at a time.
Okay, so if I log in multiple characters to Zkill, then is there an interface chooser so I can choose which character I'm on? I have to log out and log back in again? Will you please make something like that where I can do that?
Maybe. Have you
then I'll include all my kill mails.
That's true. How to bribe Squizz. Yes. Have you ever used my other tool called skillq.net?
I haven't used it. I perused it, looked at it, but
I do have functionality on there where you can log in all the characters you have. So you can see all of them and see who's trained.
Does that one log you out every week too?
It does not. Exactly. And so what is different about that server versus my Zkill server?
Are you running on some shit like what is that called? The Microsoft
hell no.
ASP or
no, it is not running on ASP. It's
and .NET.
PHP FPM over Nginx. Which I'm probably saying wrong. And NGINX. Yeah. But with that, you know, I implemented that from day one. But that was also a design choice with that site to be able to log in multiple characters.
Yeah. Well, I would like to be able to, because I stick with one character on there. So I play multiple characters, and I want to look up the stuff of each character. And I end up staying logged in with one and then having to search for each character. Okay.
Yeah, I can't show this, but there's a tracker here. When you log
I can add people to the tracker?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
let's say, you know, Vinny Duche, Vinegar
Right,
Duche.
right. I hate the guy. He won't let me in his court.
Ah, man. Yeah, he's probably over there saying, get good.
Right, right,
Yep.
right. Yes, as he charges his delivery.
Yeah. If you click this plus, he is now in your tracker.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Jesus Christ. We got to do like we got to, can you do a video that goes through all the features?
I'd probably miss some.
Yes, you would.
Yeah.
But imagine that where I can watch a 15-minute video that just goes over all the features and how much I would learn.
I have been considering doing some YouTube shorts, 60 seconds
I'll
of
never see them.
60 seconds of a feature here,
Yeah,
60 seconds of another feature.
and then put them all together in one video.
Yep.
If you want to do shorts.
Yeah. There was a CCP video many years ago about all the UE things you could do.
Right.
Which 9 out of 10 of them I didn't know about.
Oh, I'm still learning new things in Eve all the time. And when I learn something new, I'm like going, everybody, look at this. It's so cool. And they're like, where were you 3 years ago?
It was there three years ago. Yeah. And I wish I could find that video today because I forgot half that stuff that I learned.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's an excellent idea. All right, people. Markee has given me work.
Yes.
I'm not taking notes, so I'll probably forget.
Right.
Yeah. No, you remind me in a week. Where's that video?
Right. So what are you open? Okay, so you said Eve Frontier that, if you can, you'll support that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you open to supporting other games outside of the Eve universe?
Absolutely, yeah. If they have an API or some other feature to get the information and activities within that game that I can draw from, then yes. My big thing is I must be able to automate it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. If you have to sit there and enter the data, oh my God, we did a database for Ultima Online that was all human entered. And we cataloged all the items and we had a whole bunch of help. But
what happens when there's an update? Now you have to figure out what needs to be updated.
Well, they kind of did it. It was almost like a wiki for items.
Okay.
And so players updated stuff. But, it's just like the amount of work that went into that was just enormous.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll put in a ton of work as long as it's all automation. As long as it'll run for 5 years with no issues, keeping everything up to date.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For Zkill, the majority of the code has been executing for well over a decade.
That's amazing.
Yep.
So,
what is Engine X?
That person is. Oh, you're asking the question from the person posting?
Yep, Lord Kahiba says Engine X. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, he said that a while back too. So
okay, maybe just ignore it.
Engine X. How to pronounce it?
Engine X. I got you.
Okay.
Okay, I understand now. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Engine X. All right.
We learned something new.
Yeah, I've been saying it wrong forever.
Yeah. So, all right. So, we're kind of coming to an end in this show here. What are did I forget to ask about anything that you think is important?
I don't think so.
Can I surprise you with one bonus question?
Absolutely.
What is the most important thing to you right now that is not video game related?
My wife and son.
All right.
Yep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Baby Squizz was born November of 23, and it's a fantastic experience watching him grow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if we can take another Squizz around here.
I don't think he's going to be logic oriented.
Mm-hmm.
He's very physical, and he can already throw a ball pretty damn well.
Oh,
which
cool.
not in the house, but
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
and he has excellent reflexes. So I think he's going to end up in sports. And it's way too soon to know for sure, but that's the gist I get from watching him every day.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Zkill.com and
Zkillboard.com.
Zkillboard.com.
Yep.
And so.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. So, all right, everybody, take care. Thanks for being here. And we'll see you again soon.